Hey, beautiful one. Welcome to the 6-week singing challenge, where you will learn to sing higher, louder, longer. My name is Melissa Kamm, and thank you for choosing me to help you with your singing journey. I am so proud of you for taking this step. You know, it's always the hardest, but I am with you every step of the way. In this 6-week singing challenge, you're going to learn the basics of singing in the privacy of your own space anytime you want. Each week, you will watch a video describing the singing concept and then explaining that week's challenge. You'll then perform that challenge every day that week. It's very important that you practice. So here's what we'll be talking about. Week 1, which is this week, body awareness and alignment. So that's really how to hold your instrument, because your body is your instrument. Weeks 2 and 3 is breathing for singing, because the breath is the power source, and it's going to take 2 weeks. Week 4 is phonation, or how the vocal folds make sound. Week 5 is the articulators and resonators, and that's basically how to move your mouth to sing the words and what goes into certain sounds that you make as you sing. And then finally, week 6, it is how to sing louder. Now remember, we're just scratching the surface on these concepts. There is so much more to learn, and it takes a lot of practice to get good at it. But I know you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. So before we get started, you'll need a few supplies. A hardcover book, cookies, a timer, and a handheld mirror. So are you ready to get started? All right. So just like we need to warm up our bodies before any exercise, we should also warm up our bodies before we talk about alignment. So let's do a few stretches before we get into the concepts. Okay, so first let's roll our shoulders. Oh, that feels good. And then roll them forward. And now roll your head. Try to stay nice and loose. All right. Okay, and then maybe shake our arms a little bit, jump up and down. Let's get some energy in our body, okay? So now that our body is warm, let's talk about alignment and body and awareness. It's important how you hold your body because that is your instrument. Now, if you were going to play baseball, you can't hold the bat any sort of way that you want. You got to hold it a specific way to hit it out of the park. Or if you wanted to play guitar, you can't just hold it willy-nilly. You've got to hold it a certain way so that you can make a certain sound. And that's the same way with our body. We have to hold it a certain way. Now, we also need to be aware of what is happening in our body, okay? Because we can't see all that's going on in our body, and so it's called body awareness, making sure that we know what's happening. We can feel what is happening inside of our body because we can't see the vocal folds. We can't see what's happening in the diaphragm, so we've got to be able to feel it. So let's try a little experiment. What I want you to do is I want you to hold up your hand with a certain number of fingers, but put it behind your head. Now, how many fingers do you have up? I have up 2. Now, how did we know that? How did I know that? Well, it's called kinesthetic awareness. It's the ability to feel what is happening even when you can't see what is happening. So now hold your hand up in front of you and you can put a different amount and you can see that. Now close your eyes. Do you know how many? Yeah, when we close our eyes, we have a better awareness of what is happening in our body. So have you ever had someone tell you, oh, you should stand up straight, you should have better posture? Well, we're not going to necessarily call it posture because posture has an idea of stiffness. We're going to call it alignment because alignment has to do with micro movement. So we're going to get our body in a line, but we're not going to get stiff and stay there. Okay, so what I want us to do is we're going to start from the feet and work our way up. Now, you're not going to be able to see my feet, but that's okay. You're still going to be able to get this concept. So let's start with our feet. And what you need to do is about hip width apart. And I want you to feel the floor with all of your foot, okay? So in other words, I want your feet flat on the floor, not on the balls of your feet and not back on the heels, okay? So a comfortable distance, okay? Now, and we're gonna balance equally on both feet. Don't be on one side or the other, okay? So make sure that you're feeling the earth beneath your feet. So next are the knees. We want to keep them soft and not locked, okay? Think springy or buoyant, okay? The hips need to be in line with the knees and the feet, not sticking out or tucking in too much. Now the sternum needs to be rising to the ceiling. We don't want it collapsing, okay? It needs to stay comfortably right here when we breathe, not rising and falling, okay? So, and we'll talk more about that in challenge 2 and 3. The shoulders are comfortably in line with the hips. So we don't want to put the shoulders in front of the hips or behind the hips, okay? Our shoulders and sternum together is what's going to keep us from slouching, which is a great temptation when we're holding our smartphones in our hands and we're looking at the screen. So make sure the shoulders and the sternum are together. Now the ears need to be over the shoulder, not sticking out. And that is a great temptation that a lot of singers and speakers have, is they want to stick their head out to communicate better. But we really want it to be right over the shoulders, okay? And now we want to feel the head as if it is floating to the ceiling, not scrunched down on the shoulders, but really feel like it's floating. So do you see how we need to be aware of what's happening in the body? Okay, so try this. Let's kind of get back to how you normally stand. Now, let's get into what I call singer's position. Feet, knees, hips, sternum, shoulders, ears, and head. Now I want you to think, what am I feeling? Is this feeling weird? Is this feeling good? Is this feeling different? Well, when you're aware of your body, that's a good thing. And we always want to be aware. So here is the challenge that's going to help you become more aware of your alignment, especially as you sing. So for this challenge, you're going to need your hardback book. So if you don't have it with you now, that's okay. You can pause the video and go get one. I'll wait. Oh, you got it now? Okay, I want you to get into singer's position from the feet all the way to the head. Then we're going to place the book on our head and we're going to feel as if we're pushing the book up to the ceiling. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle together. Are you ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. How'd you do? Did the book stay on your head? Oh, I hope so. If not, we need to make those micro adjustments when we talk about alignment, making sure that you can adjust your head up or make sure that your knees are nice and springy as you sing. It's about a body awareness, and always be aware of what is happening in your body as you sing, because sometimes we can do funny things to our heads or to our shoulders as we sing. So this is going to be a great practice for you. So every day I want you to grab your hardback book and I want you to put it on your head and I want you to think alignment and body awareness. Okay? Every day this week, sing Twinkles at least one time. Then let me know how you did. If you have any questions or any comments, please send them to me. Give me a quick email at melissa@melissakamm.me. I'd love to hear from you. So, good luck this week.